week. My name is Liz Lander, and I'm the Religious Education Assistant right here at the First Unitarian Church of Salt Lake City. Today, we are going to learn about Florence Nightingale. She was born in Florence, Italy in 1820 and was obviously named after the city of her birth. She is most famous for revolutionizing the field of nursing in Europe, but she was also a pioneer in statistics and a prolific writer, focusing on public health, religion, and mysticism. Florence was born into a reputable and wealthy British Unitarian family. She received a liberal humanitarian education at home and later made a further pursuit of education and medical knowledge the top priority in her life. In fact, Florence Nightingale said she was called by God to learn everything she could about nursing and to save lives. She wrote, "God called me in the morning and asked me, would I do good for him alone without reputation?" She honored this calling by devoting her entire life to medicine and rejecting the traditional role of women at the time as a wife and mother. She ultimately also rejected her Unitarian upbringing after having a formative experience in the Church of England. However, Nightingale's writing and her actions actually point toward a universalist point of view. As a nurse, Florence sat by the bedside of many people from all walks of life as they were dying. She spoke to them of a merciful God and universal salvation for all people. Florence cared personally for soldiers, especially in the Crimean War. She became famous as the Lady with the Lamp because it is said that she would carry a lamp and check on her patients throughout the night. She was even memorialized by Unitarian poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow when he wrote, "Lo, in that house of misery, a lady with a lamp I see, pass through the glimmering gloom and flit from room to room." The Times in England said, "She is a ministering angel without any exaggeration in these hospitals. And as her slender form glides quietly along each corridor, every poor fellow's face softens with gratitude at the sight of her. When all the medical officers have retired for the night and silence and darkness have settled down upon those miles of prostrate sick, she may be observed alone with a little lamp in her hand, making her solitary rounds." Nightingale said that many of the soldiers were dying after their injuries due to unsanitary conditions. She used her gift for writing and statistics to bring attention to the need. In fact, she is credited with inventing a form of the pie chart, now known as the polar area diagram, also called the Nightingale Rose diagram, which is still regularly used in data visualization today. Florence improved sanitation by instituting hand washing and other hygienic measures, which greatly reduced the death rate in her hospital. Crimea established the Nightingale Fund, and donations poured in, which were used to start the Florence Nightingale School of Nursing and Midwifery. Florence also wrote books, which were used to train future nurses. Then, in 1857, Florence Nightingale became ill with depression and other diseases that were still poorly understood in her lifetime. She was mostly bedridden until the 1880s. But despite her illness, she remained a force for reform. And in 1883, Nightingale became the first recipient of the Royal Red Cross. In 1904, she was appointed a Lady of Grace of the Order of St. John. And in 1907, she became the first woman to be awarded the Order of Merit. It's not done yet, guys, so many awards. In the following year, she was given the Honorary Freedom of the City of London, and her birthday is now celebrated as International CFS Awareness Day. In 1910, Florence Nightingale passed away in her sleep at the age of 90. She called herself a man of action and definitely left her mark on this world. Thank you for joining me today to learn about Florence Nightingale, our latest Unitarian Universalist of the week.